Shalom, everyone. Welcome back. This week's Torah portion is the portion of Rabbi. At the beginning of the parsha, it's a very interesting idea. The Torah says, if there shall arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, and he gives you a sign or a wonder, if there will arise among you that dreamer of dreams, and the sign of the wonder of which he spoke to you happens, and he says, let us go after other gods which you have not known, and let us worship them, you shall not heed the words of that prophet or that dreamer of dreams. So first of all, the question is, if he's a faker, why is he called a prophet? Why is he called a prophet? Well, we know that the wicked prophet, the wicked non-Jewish prophet Bilam, who went to curse the Jews, was also called a prophet. In fact, he was such a great prophet, he was even greater than Moshe. So it's possible to be a prophet and to be a wicked prophet, not to be a good prophet. Then there are also false prophets, which are not prophets at all. But in the case of prophets, we want to know who exactly should we follow. Which prophets are the correct prophets to follow? And we know that throughout Jewish history there have been many false messiahs, false prophets, false religions that claim to be the true religion. There were many founders of many other religions, which I don't want to name here. And some Jews actually went ahead and followed them, and some of these religions became very great world religions that exist to this day. But why is it that we Jews, the stubborn people that we are, the stiff-necked people that we are, never followed these ways and kept true to our own ways? And the answer really is that the Torah tells us that they are asking you to go in ways that you do not know, that they're unfamiliar to us. They are telling us you don't have to keep kosher anymore. You don't have to keep Shabbos anymore. You don't have to pray. You don't have to put on tefillin anymore. That we are coming with a new covenant, a new testament of how you should observe. And it's not familiar to us. When early Christianity started, several Jews joined on. They thought, it sounds pretty good. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. But quickly on, we realize, hey, this is not familiar. This is not what we're used to. It is certainly not the way that we're familiar with. And to this day also, there are other religions that come along and want to entice the Jewish people to go in their ways. And how do we know not to go in their ways? If it's not familiar to us. Certainly, a church is not a synagogue. A New Testament is not a Torah. These things are not familiar to us. When the religion comes along and says you don't have to keep kosher anymore, even within our own Jewish religion, there are many different sects that claim to be true and the right way, and they are saying that God did not write the Torah. You don't have to keep Shabbos. You don't have to keep kosher. You don't have to keep Jewish law, and so we're not familiar with these things. So that is an indication that we should not follow them. That is really the true indication. How do we know what is the right way to go? The right way to go is ask your local Orthodox rabbi. And if you don't know your local Orthodox rabbi, go on Chabad.org and we'll find you one. And they will instruct you and tell you what is the true way to go. What is the right way to go? What is the true way to go? People very often come to Chabad rabbis, and they say, I've tried all kinds of different things, and it didn't seem right. It didn't seem the proper way to do it. And the answer is because it wasn't the proper way to do it. So we invite you to come along and join us and come to synagogue and attend our classes, or go on Chabad.org, and you will find the true way of life. Candlelighting in San Diego is at 7:20. I want to wish you all a good Shabbos.